Morar no Brasil e amar profundamente as brasileiras me mostrou algo sobre mim, que eu me sinto muito diferente das brasileiras. E claro que não todas as mulheres são o mesmo e que não pode reduzir uma cultura inteira em uma ideia, mas eu quero explicar minhas observações e como isso me afetou. Porque o que eu vi no Brasil foi que muitas mulheres brasileiras tendem a dar tudo para os outros, passa muito tempo cuidando dos outros. E eu vi que isso não é natural para mim. Antes do Brasil, eu nunca tinha pensado que eu posso ser visto como uma pessoa egoísta. Mas isso foi muito confrontador para mim no Brasil. E eu achei muito lindo no Brasil e a visão e como é forte a família no Brasil. E comparada à minha vida na Austrália, acho que na minha vida a família está mais fraco na Austrália do que está no Brasil. E isso me deu uma visão do que eu quero para minha vida, porque um dia se eu tenho família, eu gostaria que seja mais perto da família que eu vi no Brasil do que a família que eu conheço na minha experiência da Austrália. Esse episódio vai ser a maioria do tempo no inglês e no final eu vou conversar com minha mãe para você ver uma conversa mais profunda no inglês sobre relacionamento, sobre cultura. E depois, no final do final, eu vou contar um mico do inglês, como todas as semanas, que vai ser engraçadinha. E se você não me conhece, sou ela, sou australiana, professora de inglês e estou aqui para te ajudar com seu inglês e para viver uma vida maravilhosa na Austrália. Bora para inglês para você praticar o seu listening. Oh my gosh, I can feel emotion already. I'm thinking about a woman, my ex-boyfriend's mum in Brazil, and how beautiful she is, and how generous, and how she does everything for everyone in the house, and how much she did for me, and how she welcomed me into the family. And it was like I was her daughter, and she looked after me, and like I was the family. Oh my gosh, I love her so much, and I miss her. Oh, she was so generous. And I really, really admired her. She spent almost every moment of her day doing things for other people, looking after everyone. And just what a heart. What a heart. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. I really miss her. She's a really, really, really beautiful person. She really affected me, and I wanted to have the capacity to be generous like she was. But at the same time, I felt like it was so unnatural to me to be generous like her. And I tried. So one of the biggest tensions in my old relationship was my ex, his whole brain worked like he was part of the family. The family was the center of his life, and he thought like part of the team. Whereas I don't do this. My brain works as an individualist. And I think this is a big cultural difference. Brazil tends to be more collective, everyone together, the community, the family at the center of everything. Whereas Australia, maybe not everyone, but people tend to be thinking about themselves and their own journey and their own goals. And this is how I always grew up. I grew up as a person that was applauded for my achievements, my success, my results in school, the different things that I did. So I was always setting goals and dreaming about what I could achieve in life. and chasing my goals. And this is the way that I still am. I think of a goal. I want to create this business. I want to travel the world. I want to be a digital nomad. I want to learn different languages. I want to be really fit and get this incredible, sexy body. And I have these goals. And my whole mind always is working on how do I get to these goals? And in Brazil, I just realized that people's brains don't seem to be like this as often. People's brains seem to be thinking about the team, the family. So I tried to change the way that I thought. I tried to think, okay, what can I do for other people? Or I need to share more. If there was a piece of cake on the table, everyone's brain automatically went, there's 6 people here, let's make 6 pieces of cake. My brain wouldn't think like this. My brain would think, I want a piece of cake this big. It's other people's problems how much cake they have. Like, I know that this is not good, but I was an only child growing up, and it's just the way that my brain was. So I tried to fix this and change this in Brazil. And I think I succeeded in some ways, but I was still always forgetting. My brain was always on my own goals and my own dreams, and not so much on the family. And yeah, it was a big factor that led to my separation, I think. Something that I found really interesting in Brazil is I heard many women talk about getting into a relationship and as starting their life. Gente, desculpa o português aqui. I started talking in Portuguese and I forgot that I'm supposed to speak in English. Eu esqueci que eu preciso falar no inglês, no português, mas depois vou trocar de novo para inglês. Aqui, então, ups. Eu vou casar e é hora para eu começar a minha vida. E eu achei isso muito interessante. É diferente para mim, porque na Austrália, na minha vida pessoal, eu não vi começando um relacionamento como começando a minha vida. Para mim, para pessoas na Austrália, é mais normal. Nós faz escola, nós moramos nas casas das pais e depois nós começamos a trabalhar e nós já ir morar com amigos. Nós não sair da casa dos pais para entrar num casamento. Eu achei tão interessante também que tem a palavra casar, tipo, pegar uma casa juntos, é a mesma palavra. E você precisa perguntar se você está casado, mas você está casado no papel ou você está casado, tipo, vocês moram juntos. Achei isso muito interessante. Mas sim, para mim, tem essa ideia em mim que antes de ter um relacionamento, precisa descobrir quem você é. Você precisa ser sozinho, você precisa ir fazer muitas coisas. Mas no Brasil, pessoas casam muito mais cedo e tipo, relacionamento é muito dentro de identidade. Eu acho que talvez brasileiros não tenham essa coisa que eu tenho na minha cabeça, que é que um relacionamento pode tirar a sua liberdade e a sua independência. Porque isso é uma grande coisa na minha cabeça. Para mim, a ideia de casar tem uma ideia na cabeça que não é o começo da minha vida, é o fim da minha vida. E talvez isso é algo que eu preciso trabalhar na terapia, mas parece o começo do fim, onde minha vida não vai ser sobre mim, mas vai ser sobre cuidando das outras. E parece para mim que eu vou ser me perdendo. Mas isso não é o que eu vi no Brasil. Eu vi mulheres que não têm ideia que eles sacrificam muito para outras pessoas, mas não parece que estão sacrificando eles, ou a essência deles. E eu achei isso muito interessante e tem algo que estou ainda tentando aprender dentro disso. E se você tem algum insight para mim, por favor, deixa nos comentários, porque parece na minha cabeça que estou faltando alguma visão, alguma coisa nisso. Tem algo que estou ainda querendo aprender. Eu vou falar um segredo, eu vou falar em português porque eu sei. Ok, gente, eu tenho um crush enorme agora. E eu sei que às vezes ele assiste meus vídeos, então vou falar esse segredo em português. Porque eu nunca falei pra ele ainda que eu tenho uma crush enorme nele. Mas, pra causa desse crush. Ok, vou voltar para inglês. Okay. You all know that I left a relationship like about a year ago to come back to Australia, and I was starting to feel more myself. And I think a big part of this feeling more myself was the fact that I wasn't trying to think about anybody else anymore. In my old relationship, I was trying to think about him and think about the family, and leaving the relationship, I didn't have to think about that anymore. I didn't have to try to be different. I could do my selfish or my dreams. I can go for my goals. And I just felt like more myself again, because sometimes I felt like sacrificing for the family felt really hard for me. And like it felt like me not listening to myself or not doing things for myself. And I felt like I got lost there and confused. But because of that secret that I just told you before, I can feel this tension coming up in me again. It's like I have these two parts of me. One that is really wanting love and connection, and the other that really wants independence and freedom and feels more comfortable when I'm by myself and more me when I'm by myself. And I still haven't found the middle between these, because one part of me is worried that if I were to be in a relationship again, if I were to have a family, I would lose myself. I would not feel like myself. And the other part is scared that if I follow freedom and my dreams all the time, I'm going to live a lonely life. And I've lived a lonely life, I think, a lot of my life. And it's not something that I want for myself. My mum has been a single mum almost my whole life. She doesn't want a relationship. She's not looking for one. She's happy on her own. And there's a part of me that's scared seeing that, because I can see myself in that, how fine I feel on my own. So at the moment, I'm trying to find a vision of the future, because I'd like to think there's a vision of the future that I can have love and also have adventure, freedom, wildness, traveling the world. And I just don't know if I'm going to be able to keep feeling like me if I compromise my dreams, any part of my dreams, for a relationship or for family. And this scares me. So it's kind of an open question. If anybody here has stories, I would love to hear them, because I would love to have a vision of my life that there is some middle between these two ideas, because I haven't seen many relationships in my life that really give me a vision of what I want. However, in Brazil, I saw relationships that were closer. It was so interesting to me because in Australia, I'd observed many times women getting into relationships and losing themselves, seeing their friends less. And this is what I'd seen in myself, me getting into relationships and feeling less myself. Whereas in Brazil, I didn't see this as much. Women seemed very strong within relationship. They were very sure of themselves. They were able to give a lot, sometimes to the point of just being exhausted and giving too much, that they just felt like too much. But at the same time, it felt like very much their choice. They just felt very powerful to me, Brazilian women. Yeah, it's something I'm still not quite sure how to put into words of what this is. Something that I found super beautiful in Brazil was how strong families are. Families seem to want to spend time together. People my age on the weekend would go spend time with their families because they wanted to. And it's not really something I've seen in Australia. Like, my friends on the weekend will hang out with me, or we'll go do something different. We flee from our families on the weekend to go hang out with our friends. And friendship for me is so important. That for me has always felt like pure love, like love of choice. Whereas relationships has felt more like cagey, comme prison, like a cage. But yeah, it's kind of like what I saw in Brazil in families was similar to what I saw in Australia in friendship. It was people, there was so much joy in hanging out, different generations would drink together. Whereas in Australia, there seems like there's such a big gap between the different generations. I guess this is just my experience, it can't really be generalized. But anyway, even though this isn't all organized yet in my head, I'm grateful that Brazil showed me that family can be so close and so strong, because if I were to have a family one day, I don't know if I will. There's part of me that wants it and part of me that's scared. I would like it to be like the type of family that I observed in Brazil. It's strange. It's strange to have these two dreams, one of love and one of adventure, and to not see yet how they can go together. Now it's time to bater em Paporoo, onde eu vou conversar com minha mãe sobre essas coisas e ver as opiniões dela.
How you going, mate? Mate? Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. How you going?
Mum, I invited you here because there are many Brazilians that live in Australia that want to have deeper conversations with people in Australia. And I think one of the best topics of deep conversations is relationships. So I thought we would just have a little conversation about relationships, and I would show some different questions that they could ask somebody in Australia, and you can just give your natural responses.
No worries.
And this is normally how conversations like this would happen in Australia. You'd go to someone's house and you'd be drinking a cup of tea with milk. Mum, are you in a relationship right now?
No.
Do you want a partner?
If the right person came along, sure. I'd like to have a partner, but it's not make or break. I don't, I'm happy being single, generally speaking.
So you're not actively looking for a partner?
No, I'm not actively going out to find somebody, no.
Okay. So in your life, do you think you are happier in relationship or not in relationships?
I think it probably varies a little bit. I'm certainly the initial relationship, the flash of joy that you meet when you first connect with someone. That's pretty happy. That's a pretty happy time. I feel like I'm more certain about who I am when I'm single.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I try not to, but sometimes in a relationship, I'm unwittingly trying to be the person that I think they want me to be, not who I actually am. And when I'm single, I just don't need to, I'm just me, and I'm more relaxed about it. I would like to think I have had a happy relationship. There's been long, happy times. I also feel that at my age, sometimes I feel a bit invisible when I'm not in a relationship. It's just, I don't know. It's very different being in your 50s and single. Like,
When you say invisible, can you tell me more? What do you mean?
I think now that I'm in my late 50s, really, I don't know. I just don't. I guess men in general, they gravitate towards younger, more attractive women in general than women my age. There's also fewer people around who are single who are my age. And so just feel a bit lost in the landscape.
Okay. Do you think you would gravitate towards younger, more attractive men too?
Well,
Yes.
probably. Yeah, I guess that's what we do. Although if George Clooney or someone like that came into the room, there's some silver foxes.
Okay. So you feel more like yourself in general when you're not in relationships. And I kind of feel the same. Do you think this is something that I've learned from you?
Possibly. Yeah, possibly. I guess what you've grown up with, apart from the odd interlude when I was in a relationship, is that it's normal for you to have a single parent. And I guess, and probably if you'd grown up and I was in a relationship and we were much more, nuclear kind of family, then you'd probably feel more comfortable with that. I don't know.
Because I have this feeling like I have the same feeling as you. Like I feel kind of uncomfortable in a relationship. Like it's not my normal. And I feel more just like normal when I'm single. And I kind of hope that doesn't last forever because I don't want to feel uncomfortable when I'm in a relationship.
No.
But that is what I've grown up with, what my normal is. And I don't really know how to change that, but
maybe you just haven't met the right person.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd like to think for you and, for me that you meet the right person and you just connect and it's easy, Maybe that's idealistic, but it'd be nice to think that there is someone,
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. But I'm not motivated enough to want a relationship to be out there changing myself and doing stuff so that, I will meet someone and adapting myself. Like, I am me and I'm happy generally. I'm autonomous. I can make my own decisions. I like that.
Amigo desta semana é mais uma sobre pronúncia. Tem um aluno que foi tentando falar a frase muito comum na Austrália, que é a little bit. Pouco, a little bit. Alguém perguntou, você tá com medo? Are you scared? E ele, no lugar de falar a little bit, falou a little bitch, que é pequena puta. Não! Então, eu preciso que vocês pratiquem o T claro de inglês, porque sua T em português é mais tipo CH no inglês. Tipo, você fala tio. Se eu vi essa palavra sem saber como falar português, tio, eu falaria tio, tio. Então, você vê como a T no inglês tá bem mais claro. Então, nós vamos praticar isso agora. Como fazer isso? Quando você fala essa palavra tio, 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 talvez você pode perceber que sua língua toca os seus dentes. Tio, tio, Tiago, tia. Tipo, é muito duro esse T. No inglês, quando nós falamos o som de T, 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 nossa língua não toca nos dentes. Então, você precisa trazer sua língua um pouco para trás para esse parte duro atrás dos dentes, mas não tocando os dentes. Trazer a ponta da língua para trás um pouco. E depois você vai tapar em cima da boca, muito levemente, e você vai deixar um pouco ar passar para cima do língua. Vai demorar e você vai precisar praticar muito isso. Uma outra palavra que pessoas confusa é a palavra to, como o número to, como a palavra chew, que é mastigar, chew. Então, isso é por causa desse mesmo problema, do problema pronunciando o T no inglês. Então, traz a língua para trás, tocar em cima da boca levemente e deixa ar escapar em cima. E você vai falar a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. E na verdade, quando você fala bit, você não vai deixar ar. Você vai fechar o som até com a língua em cima da boca, bit. Mas você não vai deixar ar sair depois. Tipo, bit. Você vai fechar, mas não abrir de novo. Não é a little bit